All right, lads, here's a question for you. What rhymes with Snoop? That's right, it's Dr. Dre. We're going to be having a little chat about the Dre today, so buckle up. Andre Romelle Young is an OG. He's as legit as you can get. He's a rapper, record producer, audio engineer, record executive, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and actor. Who's even got time for all that? All that work put a cool $800 million in his account. It probably would have been more if he didn't keep spending it all on cars, watches, jets, way more houses than anyone could ever need. But let's take a look at how he made $800 million. If you appreciate our work, leave a like and bust a cap in that subscribe button. It's free. All right, let's get into this. If you don't already know about Dre, then I'm going to drop a little backstory here to clue you in. Born straight out of Compton in 1965, Andre Young was 19 when he properly started on his path to rap success, but it didn't fully kick off until the formation of the well-known NWA in 1987. This rap group made inherently political music due to the excessive policing and racism prevalent in their society at the time. They also glorified misogyny, drugs, and crime, but let's focus less on the moral implications and more on the money it made them. Trouble in the Hood came to a head when Young left the NWA after a falling out with Eazy-E, which meant he had a chance to go solo with his album, The Chronic. After that, he goes from strength to strength and earns millions, but where exactly does the money come from? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. Finding a solid paper trail on how much money he made at different points in his career, it's actually quite hard. It's known that when he started up Aftermath, a section of Interscope Records in '96, he started charging clients that weren't signed with the company around $250,000 per track. He would also receive royalties from every record he produced, making him bank from the day it was released and every sale thereafter. Now, Dre was a smart cookie. He found the thing he was good at, and then he milked it and sold his talent to those who the label deemed worthy. They got a professional mix by one of the most talented producers in the biz, and he gets fat stacks for the foreseeable future. Everyone gets paid, and everyone is happy. In 2001, he goes and sells his share in Aftermath. Guess how much he made from that 30%? $35 million. Also in 2001, producing Mary J. Blige's Family Affair scored him another $2 million. That sort of price tag attached to his work made him $51.9 million by the end of the year. According to a census, the average American earns $2.7 million over their entire lives. Can you imagine earning 25 times that in only 1 year? Dre has worked on tracks by artists like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Busta Rhymes to more mainstream artists like Alicia Keys, Gwen Stefani, and Jay-Z. That all racks up, sure, but the crazy part is that's chump change compared to his flagship business, Beats by Dre. In 2014, Beats Electronics was purchased by a small-time technology company known as Apple Incorporated. Beats was purchased for the tiny sum of $3.2 billion, of which $500 million went directly into the doc's pocket. Dre also successfully sold one of his houses. And I know that probably doesn't sound crazy impressive, but given how often these mega mansions get listed and stay unsold, it is an achievement. He sold his Hollywood Hills 9,696 square foot house for a nice $32.5 million. Now, we've all learned how the doc makes his money. Let's talk about how he spends it. Dre went headfirst into that money-mad lifestyle. On the list of standard millionaire purchases, he's got the yacht, he's got multiple mansions, he's got the watch collection, he's got the cars. So sit tight and let me tell you all about them. Here are the houses. Let's play Can You Guess Their Prices by the end of the description. Sitting nicely on a ridge in the Palisades Highlands, this two-story house has 3,100 square feet of living space, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. The master suite has its own sitting area and fireplace. This property is worth only $2.25 million. In the Woodland Hills area, this 16,200 square foot French country-style manor has 3 stories, a lanai, a saltwater swimming pool. Originally built in 1987, the property is really brought to the modern day. It features 8 bedrooms, 13 baths, 2 kitchens, a movie theater, a 250-bottle wine cellar, an office, and a 150-gallon fish tank that I'd like to think was an impulsive buy conversation piece. Initially costing $2.35 million, he recently sold this estate for $4.5 million. And now we take a look at the creme de la creme. This thing's a monster, a 4-acre estate, 18,298 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. Guess how many fireplaces it has? 4. No, I'm kidding. There's 7. It's got a sauna, it's got a gym, it's got a den, it's even got a gosh darn library in it. I've got 4 books and I just keep rereading the same one over and over. What does he need a library for? Dre is so intensely private about his digs, we can't actually see what's on the inside. And it's probably for the best, because houses with that much space and stuff in them, it downright baffles me. What does anybody do with 7 fireplaces? Now, did you know he likes watches? Rolexes, to be precise. The doc has bagged himself a nice little Rolex masterpiece in platinum. It's actually a special edition of the Rolex Day Date, fitted with a precious metal 5-link masterpiece bracelet similar to the lady's Pearl Master bracelet, somewhere around the $60,000 mark, but it is a special edition, so that price is just an estimate. He's not shy giving those as gifts either. He bought Rick Ross a Hublot Big Bang valued at $100,000 for his 36th birthday back in 2012. He handed it over at his Miami birthday bash, and according to reports, Dre is never far from his friends' parties, and he even hosts a few himself. At one such jamboree, Young shows the camera his collection of icy white Air Force Ones that he has enough to wear a pair per day for over a fortnight. He's got himself a tasty car collection to boot. Interested in what makes that up? Well, yeah, I knew you would be. His Hummer H2 is one of the less impressive purchases, valued at around $68,000. Now, while Hummers are a fairly popular choice for rappers, they're also equally popular with the general public who can buy them. Perhaps this car is indicative of Dre's attitude towards keeping his affairs private. Next, his Cadillac Escalade he bought in 2016. It's valued at $250,000. This 8-seater has sleek and simple external design, and it was reported to Dr. Dre that he had the interior customized with Becker Automotive Design. They did such a good job that it rivals the inside of a private jet. Finally, by far the most impressive in his car collection, a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe with a price tag around $450,000. He's also fond of relaxing family vacations abroad, having been seen in Stromboli, Italy on his super yacht named Nea, which cost a tidy $60 million. This yacht includes 8 rooms which can accommodate 12 people. There's also a 22-person crew, and the yacht can be chartered for $580,000 a week if you're interested in a getaway. Guests who have the means to rent this yacht are treated to a gym, a water slide, a helipad, jet skis, a jacuzzi, and even a 5-person submarine to take underwater adventures. Now, after all of that, it wouldn't seem right not to mention a few of his philanthropic acts. From the Dre, in 2013, he and Jimmy Iovine donated $70 million to the University of Southern California to create the USC Jimmy Iovine and Andrew Young Academy for Arts, Technology, and Business of Innovation. And a believer in education, it seems, he donated $10 million to the construction of a performing arts center for Compton High School. Yet however successful a man can be, there's always trouble in paradise for the rich and famous. This year, his wife, Nicole Young, has decided she wants a divorce and also wants $2 million a month to continue to live her outrageously expensive habits. However, Dre won the dispute and she won't be getting all of that hard-earned money. Dre's notorious for his generosity, though. He allegedly said he's willing to provide her with assistance for a while. Speaking of which, if you had nearly $1 billion, would you be as generous with it as he is? What's the most you're willing to spend on a friend? Let us know down in the comments section below. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, hit the like button and show your support one further by subscribing for more. And thank you for watching, and have an awesome day, guys.